Hello guys, welcome back to a brand new YouTube video, and today we're going to be looking at Social Gloves filing for bankruptcy and not paying the fighters. So let's get into this. Social Gloves came out on Instagram and Twitter to say this: before people start any rumours, we are working tirelessly to verify the financial results of the Social Gloves event. We have hired a leading accounting firm as well as a first-class foreign editor to make sure that all amounts are properly accounted for. Our sincere hope is to pay every fighter and every talent who participated in the spectacular event and a reasonable time frame. Please continue to send us your receipts as it assists the verifying the total amounts earned. So this shows basically that they haven't paid the fighters and they're filing for bankruptcy because they just don't have the money. Only the other day did they come out and say that they wanted to do an event with all women fighters from social media. Well, I guess that's not happening because they won't be able to fucking pay them. So basically this means for the YouTubers and TikTokers that fought on that actual card, that they just won't be getting paid their more millions into their billion account bank accounts. But you know, it must have been another knockdown for Deji to hear this news. So to be honest, I think this makes KSI versus Austin McBro more likely to happen, bearing in mind as well KSI started up his own boxing brand. To be honest, I just think this gives a bigger open space for Deji to make a comeback, Joe Weller, some other UK YouTubers, and a lot of other like American TikTokers and other stuff that actually want to get paid from another fight. But as well, with the decline of Social Gloves and their bankruptcy, it just opens up the possibility for more boxing fights and more YouTube boxing on the part of KSI's brand new boxing promoting company. I just think it's a brilliant opportunity for more boxing YouTube fights to happen, because at the end of the day, they're so fucking funny. And to add on to this, Keem and Fuzi have had 15 plus meetings discussing about them wanting to commentate on more boxing fights and doing more projects together to do with boxing. So this makes it highly possible that we could have a KSI versus Austin main event, Fuzi and Keem commentating again, and then Deji, Vinny Hacker, maybe a rematch on this event. To do with the Social Gloves bankruptcy, Keemstar has also made a statement on his YouTube channel during Drama Alert.
Okay, remember the TikTok versus YouTuber boxing event? Okay, apparently nobody's getting paid. Yes, this is like one of the best productions ever. I absolutely loved it. I was a part of it. Apparently none of the boxers are getting paid. People are freaking out. That's what the rumors say. I got FuziTube here on the line. What's up, Fuzi? We've heard everything about this from literally the night of the event. This has been a drama going on behind the scenes, and I wanted to bring you on so we could talk about some of the rumors and stuff we heard. And let me just say this before we get into it, okay? Me and Fuzi don't have access to, like, the actual numbers, so everything we talk about is alleged and rumors, and don't sue us, anybody. But, Fuzi, what are you hearing?
Bro, this is crazy, Keem. So, you know, me and you leaving the event, like, we had gotten rumblings and rumors that the number of pay-per-views sold were through the roof, like astronomical numbers. If like me and you, I remember me and you talking about it, being like, yo, this is like record breaking. So hearing the numbers that are coming out now, it's just like, I'm confused.
Wait, you're going to an interview and you're taking your dog with you?
Oh, my dog comes with me everywhere.
Oh, you're going to a book signing, right?
No. It's just a meeting for my book tour.
Oh, okay. Bet. Wanted to get you that plug in. Okay, let's get back on subject. Sorry, I got derailed by looking at your puppy.
So Keem and Fuzi have already said that Social Gloves and the people during the event already hyped it up and said that the figures were going to be fucking high and that they were going through the roof, but in realistic they were only 140,000, which to be honest is a pathetic amount, bearing in mind how many people have followers.
Cute dog, by the way. Yeah, I mean, literally right after the event, you know, we're at the after parties, we're talking to people, and you know, you hear people like you see people hugging each other and jumping up and down, talking about record numbers. You hear other people telling us that they heard record numbers. Going into the event, there was supposed to be like over 1 million pay-per-views signed. And then like we hear right after also there's like only 130 sold. And that's basically the rumors online that people are saying, is that only 130,000 pay-per-views sold on this event. What?
Yeah, Keem, if you remember, it was like 10 hours before the event started, me and you got like undisclosed text that said like, yo, reports are being reported that we're sitting at 1.6 million sales before the event even started.
None of it makes sense. So
then from what Fuzi and Keem is saying, that means then the Social Gloves representatives and the people that are working for Social Gloves were already lying. An undisclosed source was already lying. So everyone in this situation was lying except the actual fighters who are most prone to fucking lying on social media.
Look, okay, when I talk about like fighters and the boxers not getting paid yet, okay, it's not just them. We've heard from artists that I shouldn't say we heard from artists, but we heard that the artists have not been paid, that commentators have not been paid. Nobody's been paid. What do you say to that, Fuzi?
Shoot, man, like what I want is them to get to the bottom of this and just find out what's going on behind the scenes. Because even like the day I was supposed to get paid, I got an email, a letter addressing everything that's going on. So if I didn't get paid, and I was like I put myself at the bottom of the list. I was like, these fighters need to get paid, these performers need to get paid. So I think my main thing right now is wanting to get to the bottom of it to ensure that these fighters and everybody involved do get paid, because they put so much into this event.
Oh my God, yes. From the fighters to my commentators, which would be Coach and Paige and you hosting the event.
So that means that literally not even the commentators who were doing the basic job of commentating what was going on during the fight didn't even get paid. So what the fuck's going on? Where's all this money gone? Because even though they were only sold probably about, let's say, 170,000, just a rough estimate, then surely they've still got the money and still got money from that event. So where's all the fucking money going?
Everybody did such an amazing job. The production company that was hired to put on the show or whatever, I mean, that was the best looking show ever. I mean, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, take notes, because your events are horrible compared to that event. That event was super entertaining and fun to watch.
Well, we know where all the fucking money went. The lights.
Here's the thing. When we talk about, when these rumors are going on online saying that only 130,000 people paid for this pay-per-view, I see some people saying, well, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it was being pirated. Like, it was being live streamed on TikTok. It was being live streamed on YouTube, and nothing was being done about it. It seemed like this event was being live streamed for free everywhere.
Yes, it was live streamed everywhere. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, every platform you could probably think of. There were literally fucking websites made so you could watch it, and Social Gloves did no fuck about it. So no wonder their sales were so low.
Did you also see that?
I did see that, and there was a bunch of people that I asked around, like, they were like, yo, we saw you at the event, you did a great job. I was like, oh, you bought it? They were like, oh no, we live streamed it, which that rose a little, like a red flag in my head. But then I don't know if we can talk about this, but me and you heard the reports of how many people submit their receipts.
Oh, yeah. Let's get into this. Okay, so you might have seen Bryce Hall, Austin McBroom, and just a few other fighters putting out stories on Instagram saying, hey, we're doing a giveaway. Click this link. Send in, a copy of your receipt that you bought the pay-per-view. And I heard directly from Social Gloves, all right, an undisclosed person from Social Gloves, that they have over 100,000 receipts. Now, how is that even possible, Fuzi, right? How is that possible that they can have over 100,000 receipts when there's only 130,000 pay-per-views? Like,
exactly, because people, like, if that's like, when you ask people to submit receipts, you're only going to get a percentage of the people that actually do it, because other people move on from the event. So if over 100,000 people like sent in their receipts, then what are the actual numbers? Are these the right numbers?
And how is everybody seeing their story? Like, not all your fans are going to see that story that day to like send that in. So it's like, if they really got 100,000 receipts from an Instagram story, in my opinion, there has to be way more than 130K.
Or Social Gloves are lying because, for one, if they came out and said that they can't pay the fighters, then surely there wasn't that many pay-per-view buys. So none of it adds up. So it just looks like Social Gloves is absolutely taking the piss and taking the L on everyone else's graves.
Here's another thing, right? You guys know me. I run Drumler. I dig. I talk to everyone, literally everyone I can, to get as much information I can when I cover a story. You know that. That's why you're subbed here. But I heard... and I seen something, right, which I probably wasn't supposed to see, but allegedly, the UK sold less than 100,000 pay-per-views for the YouTube versus TikToker boxing event. How is that possible?
Okay, Keem, you just hit the nail on the head, because that's when I heard that is when my like something just rose in me. Because when these fights were happening and there were talks about like, yo, this Gib fight might not be happening, yo, this Deji fight might not be happening. The things that we said immediately were, the UK are gonna be the power players in this event. They're the ones who show out. They support their creators more than anyone.
There's no
So
way.
to
There's no way.
Tell me that only 5,000 people from the UK
You
supported Deji and Gib. That
you-
that doesn't add up.
It's not just Deji and Gib. You got to remember, KSI made multiple videos talking about this, you know, and KSI has a big UK fan base, you know, because him and Bryce were going back and forth.
That just doesn't add up. There might be only 140,000 pay-per-view buys, which still wouldn't add up because the UK is fucking massive when it comes to YouTube boxing. The KSI versus Logan Paul was one of the biggest fucking YouTube social media events fucking ever. So it's definitely lying on some part, and I don't know if it's Social Gloves or people that are coming out saying it, or the creators. I don't know, but nothing adds up at the moment because they've filed for bankruptcy. They're saying that they can't pay the fighters, but then it doesn't match up with the pay-per-view buys. None of it just makes any sense.
I pulled 60 million views talking about the event. Like, these numbers just don't make sense to me. You know, and here's the problem. You know, obviously, you know, well, I can't say that. I'm trying not to get sued. All right. If there is hypothetically some shady business going down, it's so unfortunate because this event was so good. And me and Fuzi, we sat down and we had meals with, you know, the head of Live X Live. We love those guys, all right? The people at Social Gloves, we love those guys. Like, dude, this was such a success. Why is it ending like this, Fuzi?
He has a point, and I'm going to say hypothetically so they don't take me to court and try and get every bit of penny that I have, because it's probably more than they have. But it just, none of it makes sense. I probably reckon, and this is me theorising, this isn't facts, that they've just taken all the money, said that they've claimed bankruptcy, taken that money and fucked off. That's what I reckon. So I'm going to leave it there, but thank you for watching today's video. In conclusion, Social Gloves are fucking bellends.